guys, welcome back to another episode of our channel. We're headed out to go camping right now, and I don't know exactly how the trip is going to go. There's a couple things I would like to do while we're out there, and one of them is I've been searching for a Forest Service cabin that I was told about by an actual Forest Service worker a few months ago. A lot of them were built as like shelters in the winter, and some of them are now abandoned or less on the map. Well, this one is that it's not on the map, and I have been so curious to find it, but there was too much snow last time, so we're gonna maybe check again to find it. And then my other thing is I would like to be able to find some more morels if I can find a burn. So there's one that I have in mind. We're just gonna see how that goes. Either way, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be cooking over the camp stove, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And I have here some lemon balm and mint sun tea, iced tea. It is so good, guys. If you want to make your own sun tea with wild foraged plants, just wash your leaves, put them in a jar with some filtered water, put it outside in a place where it's going to get the sun on it over over a day or two until it has enough flavor that you like, and boom, you've got sun tea. And there's a lot of different wild edibles, leaves that are really good in tea and also have a lot of health benefits. So, it's something that you can try, that anybody can make. The only caution with that is make sure that it is edible and make sure that you have positively identified it, because we're not trying to die here from eating the wrong leaves. So that's the caution. And then the other thing is make sure that you're not allergic to it, because I had this happen. I tried thimbleberry leaves, which are completely edible for some people. I can eat thimbleberries fine, but the leaves, for whatever, my throat got really swollen. I had an asthma attack from drinking thimbleberry leaf tea in the early spring. So try a small amount, make sure that you're not allergic, but if everything is good there, go for it and make tea, because it's a really good way to get the health benefits, especially things like nettles or lemon balm or some of those other ones. There's 100 different ways you can do it. Stop to get some more ice. We got one of these to try. What did you guys get?
I bought my own donut and I got a ice cream.
You're gonna share the donut with your sister?
Yes.
Guys, we've made it. There's a bunch of burned area here, and I've got little Carol with me. We're just gonna take a little hike in and see what we can find. Next hurdle is the fact that it is already mid-June. It's been pretty hot this year, so it could just be completely too dry, but it looks like a beautiful area, and I'm super excited to go in and see what's up. So that tree keeps on sounding like it's about to fall over, so. Just walked through spider's nest. Guys, check this out. Standing here waiting for the kiddo to change. What do I see? Ta-da! This is a great sign when you just walk in a few inches and you're already finding them. These are definitely way too dry though. So I'm gonna walk around just a little bit and probably end up seeing how much farther I can go in elevation. But that is a beautiful morel. This one is firm, but not too dry. Look at that. Is it dry or does it feel like firm but kind of moist and cold? Yeah.
Normal.
I think we're gonna have a great day. That's what I think. Oh, I'm holding the bag so you can put it in.
That's what it feels like.
Good job. Do you see what I see? Oh my god. There you go. Huh.
It's like so old.
Yeah, I'd say not keep, but still cool. Go try up over here.
Bury it, bury it, bury it. It's like a crumble berry.
Oh, look at that. We have a blonde up there.
Oh, I see it.
I think that's a blonde. And
Okay,
a little older.
You're right. I'm doing
There we go, two different ones.
a really big one right here.
So cool, there's still fresh ones coming up. And what is even cooler is there is just nobody around out here. We've passed one truck all afternoon. He was farting, if you heard that. And one truck, and that's it. And I thought there would be people all over the place. But what I'm kind of thinking is that because it's a little bit late in the season, like today I almost didn't come. And I think people have kind of given up for the season. A lot of people have been talking about how dry it is. And one thing I've noticed on community groups is people complaining a lot, right? And saying like, oh, it's so dry. I think it's just a dry year. And it's just an example of how people kind of follow the herd, you know? If everybody is saying they're not finding any and you didn't find any the first time you went out, whatever, or haven't found any for a little bit, then we give up so easily. Here's a reminder, don't give up, because I have a feeling this is going to be the best barn that we've found this year, and I'm really excited to get out there. Well, we're kind of getting eaten by mosquitoes here, but ta-da, another one, guys. This is so beautiful up here. Kids are headed back to the car to get some mosquito repellent because there are a lot of bugs out here. And I'm going to keep hiking up around this corner, see if I can't find another spot for them. And they're going to come back and meet me here, or we're going to hike somewhere else. Look at that, just beautiful, beautiful morels. We got a couple more up there. This killer tree. Guys, this is the best thing ever, having this, because if the kids are out of sight or just a little ways away, we communicate with walkie-talkies. And not only is it fun, it's also way safer. Okay guys, look, we have another one. See how it's under the log? Later in the season, you will find more. Later in the season, you're going to find more under logs and stuff like that, just because it's protection from the elements. It's a little cooler and moister for them down there. As you can see, there's several down here, but they're all pretty dry, so I'm not even gonna bother going under there for them. There is just something so beautiful about being out here like this, being in this Morel woods. It just never gets old. Well guys, this area is really dry, so I think what I'm gonna do is head back down, do a little more driving and look more in the shaded areas, because late in the season they really need that shade to thrive. Although there was that one year where we would just find them out in the open. It was like back in the days when you could just go into Mount Jefferson Wilderness without a special permit. And even like right up near the base of the mountain, we were finding them everywhere into the middle of June, possibly even the beginning of July. It was insanity. And that year, it kind of didn't matter if it was dry. It was just like the perfect year for morels. And it kind of ruined it for everybody else, or for every other year. Okay, here we go. Here's a few more. Okay guys, here's a perfect example of why it's not always what it looks like, and you have to be really careful in a burn. So, looks like a normal tree, okay? But now let's look at the bottom here. Like, look at that, guys. The whole thing
Once everybody's moved out of the way, I'm gonna push it
is
down.
just completely burned out.
Once everybody's moved, I'm gonna push it down.
Go for it.
Oh. Still pretty strong.
Yeah, but I bet if you took an axe to it.
Can you help? Can you try, Mom? Let's have them back here.
Sure.
Okay.
No, actually, that sounds dangerous. So we're just heading down the road a little ways. Already done pretty well, all things considered. But we're gonna go and explore the main part of the fire. This is just a little offshoot. There's rarely enough time, and that's one thing that I've learned as I come into these burns a lot, is there's rarely enough time to explore it all. The other thing that I've learned, because I used to commercially harvest, and at the time I was very focused on, you know, getting as many as I could, obviously for the financial benefit and the maximizing my time and gas money and all that. And now what I've realized is anything that you find is a bonus, and it helps me keep it in perspective if I'm not finding pounds and pounds, because not every year is going to be as good as that one year that I mentioned earlier. So just thankful to be out here, thankful for what we've gotten, which I can't really show you while I'm driving. Thankful for dirty fingernails, that, you know, means adventure. And we're just going to go and see what else we can find, and then eventually I've got to scope out where we're going to camp, because I don't really know if I'm going to stay up here on this side of this mountain to camp, or if we're going to try to head back down and find a campground. It's not usually as nice, but it is nice because there's gallons of, or you know, there's sources of water in some of them and all that fun stuff, and fire rings, which sometimes is a safety precaution. The trailhead for the cabin that we want to stay at tonight, and we're just crossing our fingers that it's down here, because we didn't want to have to do the hike twice, because it's already 6 o'clock.
I'm already puffed up like a puffer fish.
Okay, turn it sideways again.
On my shirt, falling apart.
So anyway, we are just hiking in. I think we did pretty well as far as like not bringing too much stuff, other than the fact that I am pulling the cooler, which is kind of unceremonious, you know. But yeah, this is supposed to be about a 1/4 mile hike, and the only problem is mosquitoes are totally eating us alive, so that's not so fun. Kids are troopers. The mosquitoes really are swarming us though. Well guys, we've hiked over half a mile and still haven't found the cabin that was supposed to be up here. And the mosquitoes are like seriously attacking us. Well, they're not so much up here, but they were until just now. So we're kind of deciding, do we want to keep going or turn back? I would like to go a little longer and just see if we can find it. What would you guys do? Give me a comment. Would you keep hiking if you had hungry kids that were a little grouchy, or would you turn around and give up on the idea of finding the elusive wilderness cabin? Okay, walk of shame here, guys. Did not find our cabin, and now we're gonna hike back. Well guys, I think that would be considered an epic fail if you've ever heard of one. We're dodging mosquito bites, and we were trying to get mosquitoes out of the car, and we hiked over a mile total to this cabin that was supposed to be a quarter mile in, which I know for avid hiker that's nothing, and if we were not carrying stuff that would be nothing, but we were not prepared for it. And the kids and I have never done an overnight hike-in and camp thing before, so it was just a new experience for us. And that being said, I think that I've learned some super important things that are going to be useful in future nights like this. One being, get a jet boil instead of like a huge camping stove, because carrying that thing was stupid. Two being, get better backpacks and ones that have a way to strap on the sleeping bags on top, because that also would have made it a lot easier. And then three, don't use natural mosquito repellent if you want to actually not get bit, because they did not care that we smelled like herbs. And this is one of those times where I really care about the health of our skin, but with that being said, I would rather have not gotten bit, and I think the kids would agree with me that they would have preferred not to get bit a bunch of times tonight. So call us wimpy, but here we are learning. Camping and hiking in is kind of, like I said, new territory for us. So what we're gonna do now is go and find a place to cook some dinner, maybe make a little fire, hopefully a mosquito-free place, and decide after that if we want to camp, which I think everybody's kind of feeling like they want to go home, and I'm pretty cool with that. Okay guys, we finally made it to a spot where we're gonna cook some dinner, and we have some Indian butter chicken here that I cooked earlier, and it has, you can't really tell, but there's some chunks of chanterelle in it, and we're just gonna cook this up. And I don't know how much we're gonna use. With it, we have some naan bread. We're gonna be frying this. We have some curry here. Naan bread. Fire. Beautiful view. Still a pretty good night. Well, it didn't turn out too bad of a day. Even though we didn't find our cabin. Sitting here, just cooked dinner, and it was a beautiful view here. Got some naan and some Indian butter curry with chanterelles and chicken.
What? You really need to go poop right now. This isn't the right.
Now that's it.
Funk.
Cheers.
Get me in the video.
Okay, guys, what do you have to say? What are you thinking about this day?
Me?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Tell what you just told me.
I kind of liked it, except for the mosquito bites and the fact that we didn't get to go camping at the cabin.
So what did we learn?
Never use herbal mosquito
Right.
repellent.
Never use herbal mosquito repellent because it doesn't actually do much for the bugs. And if you guys know of one that does, drop us a comment because we want to know about it because we don't want to get bit next time. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you love this, please give us a subscribe, share this video, turn on that notifications button because we have so many more fun things coming up, and this was an epic fail. Hopefully the next one will not be a fail, but you guys get to watch and laugh when we have to go driving home because we're covered in mosquito bites.